One of my goals should be to travel to Italy. Well, as I've said, here's the thing. This is the truth. I said this time and time again. Right now, my life is dramatically better than it has been in many, many years. The thing that's holding me back from doing travel with my wife is Jasper Kitty. It's not financial means or anything. Right now, we could easily get on a plane and fly anywhere that we wanted. We could. It's just a matter of that we have a cat that's an incredibly needy cat who doesn't like other people. All right? And that's on us because that's the cat that we decided to rescue and take in. And we love him to death. But our life is limited by our pet. You know, he just does not get along with other humans. We've tried to bring in people to, you know, him to get used to. Let me put it this way. Okay? Let me put it this way. Jasper Kitty, the moment another person comes into the house, runs and hides, whether it's under our bed, whether it's behind the couch, and he will not come out for 2 hours after they leave. He absolutely hates other humans. When the Amazon delivery guy shows up to deliver a package on the front porch, he hisses at it. Okay? Now, he absolutely loves and adores us. But he is very, very much one of that kind of cat where if we were to, let's say we were to decide, let's go on a trip for a week, right? He would be traumatized, right? Even if we hired someone to take care of him or we had him room and board, they have places you can have cats go and they'll take care of him for you. He's going to be traumatized. And we don't want to do that to him for the sake of us having a good time. It's not that we don't want to have a good time. We do. We've made some interesting plans around things that we're talking about we want to do when the opportunity arises for us. But it's just not going to happen when we have Jasper Kitty. And again, when we took in Jasper, life was very different for us. We were in a very bad financial situation. It didn't look like we were ever going to get out of it. We were kind of accepting that. And so it wasn't a big deal to take in a cat that was basically a housebound cat because he's fronty clawed. We rescued him that way. We knew that he was going to be a more needy case. And we thought, well, in our life situation, you know, we're not doing anything else. We can be great parents to this cat. Okay? And so we took him in. And now we are handling that with as much responsibility as we should. A lot of people give us shit. You guys give us shit and say, that's ridiculous. Why would you put your life on hold for your cat? Because that's the responsibility we took when we rescued him. I think a lot of pet parents don't get that when you take any pet into your home, you are now responsible for that pet to be a loving parent and to give them the best life you can. Now, I have a pet, but now that pet is just a belonging that I own, and I do with it as I want. So, yeah, I took in the pet, but fuck it. If I want to go on a vacation for 2 weeks, I don't give a shit if that pet doesn't like humans. Let it be with other humans and get fucking traumatized. I don't give two shits because I want to go on vacation. And then when I'm back from vacation, if the cat's fucked up forever, who cares? No, we're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? We're not. We're not going to do that. We're going to treat him with love and respect, you know, for as long as we have him, as long as we can have him, you know, and then things will change differently down the road, I'm sure. Like we've already talked about it, that once Jasper is no longer with us, probably we're going to want to do stuff. We're going to want to go do this and do that, have that opportunity to do a bunch of things we've never done together because now we can. And then we'll kind of, once you do it and you get it out of your system, then maybe talk about getting more pets. Maybe we would want a dog or something like that. I don't know. But that's just kind of the life situation we're in right now. All right? So we're not talking about traveling the world. We're not thinking about saving up for a trip. It's not possible right now. Okay? It's just not. It's, you know, long term, would I like to do it? Sure. Can't do it. Right? So that's it. And that when you guys keep bringing it up, you're going to go on a honeymoon, you're going to travel, you're going to do that. No. And when you bring it up, all you're doing is wasting time because we're not thinking about it. It's not something that we're considering. Jasper's more important to us than that right now. All right? And eventually that will change. Obviously, that's just part of life and being a pet owner. But for now, we're enjoying our life with Jasper Kitty. Okay? Hope that makes sense. See, and there you go. People are being dicks. Well, then fuck you. If you don't like the answer to the question, then don't ask the fucking question. Right? Because I've given the answer before. If you want to treat your pets with disrespect and not give them the love and attention that you promised them when you took them in, that's your choice. Like, I can't stop you from being a bad pet parent, but that's our choice to make, and that's the choice we've made, and either respect it or shut the fuck up, because we don't care about your opinion. It's that simple. Trust me, we've had situations where things we were considering and things we tried. I said we actually had a person who came to the house, and the idea was to try to get Jasper used to another human. Okay? To get a person who was going to come by, and this is going to be the person who was going to take care of Jasper when we were gone, and it was a disaster. It was an absolute disaster. He wouldn't eat. He wouldn't come out. He was scared to death. It's not going to work. You know, it's not going to work. And there's nothing we can do about it. We've accepted it at this point. We're like, well, that's it for now. You know, things will change in the future. But for now, it is what it is. So it's not going to change. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you asking us and pestering us questions like that, the answer's never going to change. It's not going to one day, well, we changed our mind now, and now we're going on a vacation. No, it's not going to happen. So that's true too. Rose Diamond says some pets are more high maintenance than others. When you don't raise them from the start, they have quirks that you need to work around. It's understandable. We don't know what happened to Jasper. We don't know why he was in that rescue shelter. We don't know why he's only front declawed. That is so bizarre. He's only front declawed. Why only front declawed? That doesn't even make sense. Like, if people who declaw cats will declaw the cat completely, so the cat has no chance of scratching anything up in the house. Why only front declaw? He very well could be traumatized that, you know, his original owners were awful to him and abandoned him, and he was found somewhere, and we don't know. So we're not going to do that to him. Okay. Well, I know. The reason people declaw cats is because they don't want them destroying their furniture. They don't want them attacking their kids or clawing up a baby. Like, they have reasons for it, right? We would never do that. If we were to have a cat, and we had it from the beginning, we would never front declaw, back declaw, ever declaw a cat. We know how horrible it is. We know how traumatizing it is. Changes the cat's life. We took on that responsibility when we rescued Jasper. We were told he was front declawed. We were told he can never defend himself. He cannot get into fights. He can never go outside. He's got to be a permanent indoor cat. That's a big responsibility you got to live with. So he said, all right, we're gonna take that on, you know? Exactly. It's like taking their finger off. The way that they describe it is that it's like taking off your knuckle. Like imagine if someone removed this part of your finger, this whole front part of the finger, and all you had was from the knuckle down. That's what declawing a cat does.